I would love to bring him back up now to share with you some of his insights. Let's hear it for Cantrell Mitchell Jr.
How are we doing?
Good.
Good. And while we have some of our phones out, I already see us with some of the phones. Go ahead, everyone pull out your phone right now. Okay? Pull out your phone. I'm going to pull out my phone too. Alright? Pull out your phone, iPhones, Androids, everything. Put them up in the sky. I'm not moving on until y'all do this. I'm sitting down. I want everyone to go onto Instagram or Facebook. Instagram or Twitter. I'm trying to get my Instagram fans up. I'm going to open this part up for a panel so that you all can just fire out questions about the industry. Obviously, you all know I'm a new cat to the industry, so you can figure out that vibe, because you all are going to be in my position in a few months. See you would. All right.
For editorial styling, what are the steps you need to take?
The question was, how do you start editorial styling and just get into the groove and work on building your portfolio? How do you find models, photographers, wardrobe stylists, manicurists, makeup artists, videographers? You know, that's the crew I like to mess around with. One of the ways that you can find that, when I began, first I went and assisted an artist. Her name was Leslie Rodriguez, and every now and then I still assist her to this day. She was amazing. She's a part of the team now. So she took me under her wing, and she brought me to these shoots and exposed me to the industry. So that's the best way to start. I recommend that is the best way to start, because not only are you going to actually learn hands-on stuff and how to do the actual styling, but you'll learn set etiquette. You'll learn what to say, who to talk to, who's your contact, how to look at a call sheet, where to go, what to ask for, what to expect, how to treat different clients, the different pace. They'll see on you, okay, we have this shoot. You'll start to experience different ways that they approach their setup, how they set up, how they change, how their set bag, what's in their set bag. So, assisting artists, that's the first step. After you assist somebody, and there's going to be an opportunity to assist me at the end of the class. So, after you assist somebody, then what I recommend is going on Model Mayhem, which is a site that has a whole bunch of access to tons of models, tons of photographers, wardrobe stylists, makeup artists, hairstylists, everyone that you need to put together your own photo shoot. You need 3 professional pictures or just nice pictures to even get on the site. So they have a little standard there, but it's not that hard. I'm sure you can take a nice picture with your iPhone and they'll let you in. Okay? And contact and look around. Go and look and browse different photographers in your area. Browse different makeup artists in your area. And you want to hit these people up. Look at the work that you want. Say if you want to do more editorial, or if you want to do more high fashion, or if you want to do more just lifestyle target ads, that type of stuff. Look for photographers and makeup artists and etc. with that type of work. Once you find those people, then you hit them up and say, hey, I really love your work. I would love to come and assist you. I would love to come and just help out, hold your brushes, clean, do whatever you need me to do. Or, so that's one way. You can say, hey, I'm a local hairstylist in the area. I would really love to collab with you and put together a shoot. If you ever need a hairstylist, let me know. Here's my email. Here's my website. Here's my phone number. Please give me a call. If they don't hit you back, hit them up with another message. Hey, how you doing? Just checking to see if you got my message. Again, if you ever need any help, just let me know. Okay? And so if they're not biting, then another artist will bite. And if they don't bite now, once they need, because artists, we can be a little flaky. So sometimes we'll get booked for something that's paying more, and we'll have to call those people, and some artists, not me, I always replace. But some artists, they'll say, hey, I can't make this shoot, I know it's tomorrow, but I just got offered Vogue magazine, and that I need to take that. So, and then that person, the photographer's like, oh, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? So, and then they hop on Model Mayhem, or they'll hop on Facebook and say, hey, I need a hairstylist last minute. Can anyone do it? And if no one responds to that, then they'll start going through their messages and say, I know someone hit me up trying to work. And they'll see your message, oh, this girl, She asked me, she wants to work with me, for sure. Hey Susie, I have a last minute shoot, I hope you're available. Do you still want to work with me? And then you say, yeah, and then you go and you do it. After that, you start to build a relationship with that photographer. And instead of even hitting you up last minute, they'll hit you up first minute. Or while on that set, they'll start planning the next shoot, which is how you do it. Say, oh, okay, so let's work together in the future. I have these different concepts. I have a few different concepts I'd like to show to you. Show them right there. Oh yeah, I love that. We should do that. And then you be proactive about it. I feel that the way that I've got to the point where I'm at is because I'm very proactive and I'm very persistent. And so I take photo shoots into my own hands instead of hitting photographers at this point now. Instead of hitting photographers up and hitting different artists up asking, I put together my own concept, post my own pictures and say, hey, I seen this ad in the cover of Vogue 2013 February. I really love it, really love the feel and atmosphere of the picture. I want to do something just like it. I'll post it on Facebook and I'll say, looking for makeup artists, do my own little castings. And then people hit it up and say, oh yeah, I really love that. I would love to add the wardrobe. Or hey, do you need a manicurist? And then they just hit it and add up. So after you start to build up your portfolio, you'll start to get followings and you'll start to follow different artists. So you will all be looking at your news feed all the time and say, oh hey, Cantrell needs a makeup artist. Let me hit him up. How about an industry question? Anyone want to do platform work, or anyone want to possibly be a spokesperson for a company or an educator? All right, in the back.
I got a question for you. Can you?
Here, let me get this mic so everyone can hear you.
Michelle, you're hot. You're awesome. I just want to know how you started, how you got where you're at. Like, can we get your introduction from West Valley Occupational until now?
Okay. All right, so I came to, so I started at West Valley Occupational Center. Ow! So I came, actually, no interest in doing hair, surprisingly. I'm sure you all are just falling into this, some of you all fell into this path. No interest into doing hair, and my family talked me into going to cosmetology school just because to make money, and they figured it was something I like to do. So I said, all right, I'll do it. Went to cosmetology school, fell in love with it, and while I was in school, I met Robert Reed. He came and did a speech just like we're doing right now, and I was like, oh, that guy looks cool, look at him with his little vest. So I thought he was cool, and he was a great speaker, so I wanted to be like him. So I started following him around, followed him out to his car, and literally followed him out to his car. If I can get with the crew and put me on, I want to hang out, I want to play. And love the hair show, they loved what I did, I did a little styling, busted out some stuff. So then they invited me to a class, and I started assisting in classes, went to a few classes, started assisting, then they started to train me to be one of their team members. So, another question?
Did you get paid the whole time?
No.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
No.
I just wanted, yeah.
Yes, that's well, I'll speak about that
volunteered.
next. Oh yes, yeah. I'll speak about that next. So after that, while I was in school, I met Leslie Rodriguez. I started assisted her for about a year. Then I started doing my own shoots, working my own shoots. Then I started putting together my own shoots, and now I'm just educating and editorial styling. And now I'm in a salon. Privé Salon, shout out to Privé, on Beverly and Martel. So, so that's how I got to where I'm at right now. Now, free, that's the thing she said. Free, everyone needs to write down free on their forehead. You should write a sticker somewhere saying that you do it for free. Free is, I don't even know if I'm getting paid to do this right now. Working for free is when at the beginning and all through your career is very important to achieve certain things, to access certain things. Even in editorial styling, when I'm big, if there's a model that I look at the call sheet and then there's a model that I really want to work with. Oh, she's amazing, she just did this, or it's a celebrity that I really like. Discounted price. Or for free. But you definitely want to be open to it because it's going to open the doors. It's going to open the doors to different opportunities. It's going to allow you to meet a crew. Imagine if you do 1 gig for free, okay? Everybody imagine. 1 gig for free. On that gig, you come in, there's going to be a makeup artist, a wardrobe stylist. Most of the time, and I've experienced multiple wardrobe stylists, like a team, like a duo or 3, however, maybe even a designer coming in, bringing just the shoes or just the jewelry. The photographer, possibly the photographer has an assistant, and that photographer assistant probably does his own photography on the side. Then you have a manicurist, okay? And then sometimes you have a videographer, okay? And then who else might be on there? You have the model, and say if there's multiple models, say there's 2 models, a guy and a girl, or just 2 female models. You have 2 female models, so that's 9 people that you can potentially work with again. Okay? 9 different opportunities that you can work with again. Say that model really, really loves your hair. You really, really loves the hair you did on them. They can go back and tell their agency, hey, I really, really love this hairstylist. If they have a billboard of different artists that they like to work with, hey, we should put his business card up on that billboard, or keep his number on file just in case we need him for headshots or whatever. Same thing with every other member on that crew. And now you're going to get called back by the manicurist because she loved what you did too, and she's going to recommend you because the shoot that she was on, the hairstylist flaked out, so now they need another hairstylist. So now she's going to bring you on, and now you're going to get paid for it. So that's why you want to do stuff for free. And it's great practice, and you get great work. One of the things I recommend about doing free work, after you get practicing, there's always constant practice. But after you do free work, try to get something from it. And if it's not a contact, try to get those prints. That should be working for trade versus free. A lot of people, they hear free, but most of the time it's really working for trade. You're getting those prints. They've spent hours putting together that shoot. They've shipped out emails and worked on building that relationship with the agency that the model's with to get that model. Because sometimes it's hard to pull those beautiful, beautiful agency models. So the photographer did all that work to put that shoot together, to bring you all together. So they put in the work. So all you're doing is coming in and doing hair, okay? So they already did the work. So you should ask for the prints from it, all right? So I think that answers all the processes of working and building your hours, because you have to have a certain amount of hours, you have to have a certain amount of credits, you have to have a huge resume of all these different curriculums and all these different this huge check-off list before they allow you to be a union. Or you can be working on a project that just happens to get picked up by Warner Brothers, and now everyone who was on that crew is going to be union. Okay? Another way you can do it is you can work with a certain celebrity or a certain actress or a certain actor, and they get put in a really, really big movie who's already a union movie, and they say, this is my hairstylist, and I want them to do my hair for this movie. That's it. And then they say, okay, we have other hairstylists, we have union hairstylists that can do this. Then you've already been doing that person's hair for a while, and so you already have that relationship. They already know that once they get picked up, because you've been doing a few free press releases for her, and you've been getting her ready for the red carpet for free, going to retouch her extensions, doing all this, because you already know that once she gets big, she's going to take care of you. And she gets taken up, then she can take you with her. So those are the ways that you can shortcut it. All right? Instagram. I was following the founder, and I was commenting. I was being persistent. I was like, hey, I love the pictures that you all are posting. I love the work that's coming out of the salon. I would love to be a part of it. And he would post pictures of some of the newer stylists and say, next gen of Privé, next generation. And I hit him up, I'd love to be the part of the next generation. And just keep on hitting him up with stuff. And then he said, okay, talk to my manager and we'll set up a meeting. And we set it up and everything went well, and now I'm there. Okay? Doing 2 things, okay? At least 2 things. It's in this industry, in this market, it's great to be a hairdresser only, but it's even better to be a hair/makeup artist or a I'll tell you what I'm doing, artist. Okay? So when I first started and I was assisting Leslie Rodriguez, some of you may know that she is an amazing makeup artist. She's an amazing makeup artist, and she also does hair, okay? So I was doing my makeup artist thing, and I was getting in the groove, spent about over $800 on my kit, just charge it, charge it, throw it in the bag, you know? I was excited. And so I just built up this huge kit, and I kind of got a little distracted from it when I stopped assisting her, and I started getting more into hair, and then I started working for a hair company and going to hair shows, and so that connection kind of just drifted off. But one of the things that I replaced it with is wig making. So I'm a wig designer. I'm gonna say this on camera. I am a wig designer. So after my wigs have been booked for music videos and photo shoots, after starting to get real successful with my wigs, I felt comfortable saying, okay, I'm a hair and wig designer. I have my two things, so I felt comfortable. But definitely get a second thing, okay?
Yeah, I already seen some of your things on the YouTube about the wig. How do you start to do wigs? How do you learn to do that?
Okay. I was kind of forced to do a wig. I was offered a big gig that I really wanted, and it was paid. Okay? So I really wanted this gig, and this agency contacted me and said, hey, I heard you do great work, we've been seeing your work. I would love for you to do this gig, but one of the requirements to get this gig is that you need a wig. You need a blonde wig, and they described it to me and everything. I'm like, yeah, sure, of course. I have plenty of wigs just lying around. Tell me which one. And keep in mind, I didn't have a wig at all. So I was on that starving artist budget, so didn't have the money to actually go out and buy a wig. So I said, okay, let me try to make a wig because I can do that pretty inexpensive. Now, when I was growing up, even though I didn't have any interest in hair, my sister's probably going to kill me, but I would help her put in her tracks, put in her wefts, her extensions when we were growing up. And so she would do the front, and she'd have me come this little boy doing the back, always, because you couldn't get it. So I'm not embarrassed. So I would put in the back of her extensions. All the time that she would get her extensions. So I already had that background mindset of doing extensions and putting them in. And I said, well, hey, wig making can't be that hard, isn't it? Basically just putting extensions on a wig cap instead of on a person. So I did it as the YouTube video. That's actually the video from the first time I ever made a wig. You can find that video. I just recorded myself. It's like, this is crazy. I'm doing this. And so it turned out to be a pretty good tutorial. So I made that wig and it turned out pretty good, and I've been getting booked from that agency ever since.
What kind of advice do you give anyone who's just graduating? What should be their first step in order to get into the industry?
So I'd recommend just like college, or just like when you're in high school, one of the things they would say is, all right, now you're a senior, just like in high school, don't wait until you graduate to start looking for a college. Don't wait till you graduate to start looking for a salon. So my recommendation is while you're still in school, look for a position, look for a salon and go up to them and say, hey, I'm a student. I've been loving the work you all been doing on your Facebook page and your Instagram. I've been following the salon for quite a while now. I really love the work that you all doing. Can I come in and possibly just sweep some hair or just shadow you all or spend a day in here just to see if I would like to work here? And that's one of the things you want to pitch it to them and see if I'd like to work here, to see if this place is for me versus are you for them, okay? And they'll say, oh, okay, you trying to test us out? Usually people come in here and ask, beg to get in there, and you're asking to test them out. You're telling to test them out. So that's one of the things you want to do while you're still a student. And then as you're sweeping or just spending time around the salon, once you graduate, it's already going to be a given that they're saying, all right, you got your license, when are you going to get your license? You know, they're going to be excited, they're going to start pushing you. Once you get your position, then you're in.
So do you think that just posting your stuff like on the internet is a great way to advertise yourself? Or can you, like maybe based on that, can you show them, like the owners of the salon or stuff like that? I don't know what you would recommend.
Okay. My question is, who are you advertising yourself to?
Well,
Salon owners? Okay. Salon owners, yes. I would do before and after pictures. Like I said, I got my job on Instagram. Okay, you gotta push too. I got my job on Instagram. My boss was on Instagram. He'd see my work, he'd like my pictures. I see his work and his team's work, he'd like my pictures. And so by the time I was really asking for a job, he already knew who I was, and there wasn't really a strong interviewing process because we've already been following each other and he already knew what was going on. So yes, definitely post before and after pictures. If you do a shoot, post the shoot pictures. One of the big things, before I answer your question, I really, I'm gonna keep on saying really recommend that you all, on your Facebook pages, on your Instagram pages, keep it professional, okay? There's some times where I'll do a post and say, hey, I need a hair assistant for tomorrow's music video, and I'll get tons of hits from all these different people, from different schools I went to, from different artists I've worked with, and the ones that I don't know or haven't worked with, I'll click them out and say, okay, let's check their work out. And it's pictures of them with the bong, and I'm being real. This is with the bong. It's California. This video is coming from California. So, you know, just with drinks, or just partying, or on the toilet. And I was like, oh my goodness. You come assist me today. I was like, no. I click right out of it. I click right out of it. If I can't look at your page and instantly know that you're a hairdresser, instantly know that you're passionate about this, I don't want someone that's going to waste my time, because I may be joking around now, but when I'm on set, it's like, okay, let's do this. Where's the kit? The kit needs to be already open. Why isn't the kit open? Why isn't that curly guy now? All right, we need to do this. How many of this? Now I'm king shoots. So now I have different artists to work with. All right, you set up here, you set up here, you set up here. Models, we're going to go here. All right, we need to coordinate that. All right, let's skip out the light because of the makeup artist. And so now I don't have time, I hardly have time to do my models, let alone worry about you assisting and how you're working, and then how this artist is working, this artist is working. I need a crew that's able to get on set and already know what they're doing, professionalism, get there on time. So, yeah, so that definitely comes with, yeah, he's great. So I definitely recommend, that's my strong recommend, take that, go delete some of those pictures, or just create a whole nother one. And that's where you live, and that's where you recommend people. But keep in mind, when people refer you, because a lot of people try to do this, when people, they'll say, oh, I have my hair page, but they're hardly on that hair page. And they'll live in this page. When someone refers you, when one of your friends that knows you on Facebook refers you, are they really going to refer to your hair page? They're going to be like, oh, my girl Susie, yeah, she'll be great. She'll go to her Facebook page, look at her work, you'll love her, okay? And then they're going to go to your actual personal page. They're not going to know or remember your actual URL to your professional page that you hardly on, that you only post pictures sometimes. They're going to go to the page where they see you getting crunk, getting hyphy at this one party, and that's the one they're going to recommend you for. Say, take down those pictures and make it look more professional. We have to wrap, but I'm going to leave my Instagram, which is the same name for all my other sites, on, and you can feel free, it's also my Gmail, so you can feel free to send me an email, and hit me up on Instagram, follow us, follow our company, Ergo Styling Tools, at Ergo Styling Tools on Instagram. Read Robert, if that's his Instagram, see what he's doing, and see some of the cool stuff they were doing.